Hola, soy Liv Strömquist. Estoy aquí en la Libreria Finestres en Barcelona y les voy a recomendar 3 libros. So the first book that I'm going to recommend to you is La Invitada by Simone de Beauvoir. So this is the first novel by the French author Simone de Beauvoir, and it's a fictional novel. I really love Simone de Beauvoir as a fictional writer. I think that she's a wonderful author for fictional books. This is one of my absolute favorite novels. It's about a couple that are very similar to herself and Sartre, and they invite a young friend, a young woman that is friend of the female protagonist, and the man in the couple falls in love with this young woman, and they start to have a dynamic, the 3 of them. And it's a very, very interesting novel that can be read in many different ways. So I really recommend this book. And the second book I want to recommend is by another French writer called Roland Barthes. He's a philosopher, and I quote him actually in my book No siento nada. So what I would recommend from him is De Fragmentos de un discurso amoroso, which is a very famous book of his, where he writes short fragments about love. I think this is absolutely great, wonderful, very short notes, like fragments that is about like what love is. The third book I would like to recommend is by this German sociologist called Hartmut Rosa. So I recommend basically any book that he's written. It's got a very interesting concept or idea called resonance, and the name of this book, Resonancia. So we talk a lot about alienation, like feeling alienated in your life or work or with your relationships and so on, but he kind of developed an idea to confront alienation, and he calls this idea resonance, to stay open and be in dialogue with what's happening around you. So I really recommend his work, and I also use him in my latest book. So this is my latest book. This is the same book but in 2 different languages. This is in Castellano, this is in Catalan, and it's called Inside the Hall of Mirrors, and it's a comic book, and for the first time I've been working with color. So I have a lot of color pages like this in the book. The book is about beauty and the way we, like a sociological, philosophical kind of attempt to think about or profundar maybe a little bit the world we live in today, with a lot of screens, with Instagram, with FaceTiming with friends or having Zoom calls, and where we start to see our face much more, and the pressure on the appearance and the surface and the body has become increasingly big, I think, during the last years, the last decade maybe. And this pressure on the surface is what my book is about. So check it out.